On the road to 2027, a lot of juicy stories that we're bringing you today. Let's begin with the Accord Party, which has released the price tags for its nomination forms for the governorship, senatorial position, as well as House of Representatives and the State House of Assembly. To become a governorship candidate in Accord Party, you got to pay 15 million naira, 10 million naira for expression for the nomination form, and then 5 million for expression of interest. And then for the senatorial, 5 million nomination, 2.5 million for expression of interest. House of Representatives, 3.5 million for nomination, 1.5 million naira for expression of interest. And then, of course, House of Assembly, 1 million naira for nomination, 500,000 naira for expression of interest. So we haven't heard anything about the presidential. Maybe, just maybe, they're not thinking of getting a candidate for that, but that's on the lighter side. Let's look at the ADC. From Edo State, a faction of the ADC led by Comrade Kennedy Odio has suspended its national leader, Chief Odige Oyegun, and 6 others. Comrade Odio made a statement on Wednesday in Benin City when he granted a press conference, listing the names of those suspended to include former Governor Senator Oseremel Osumbo, former Senator Ege Uzamiri, and several others. It shows the party is in a crisis situation, which of course only time will tell how it's able to get its way out of it.
The deal is done. No other thing. Whatever we need to do, coordinate from the world level and build on our understanding. We act as one family. You represent a conscience, a nation that want to break the shackle of poverty, ignorance, and hopelessness. You are in a good company. That's all I can say. And all I can promise is that I won't give up. During the primary that got me here, hey, it was tough. During the general election, it was tough. Now that if you look at it, one of them, no one without history among these calabash. No one without history. The head was the chairman of the Privatization Council of Nigeria. In this country, one time, he privatized the steel industry in Delta. Is it working today? No. No ounce. They privatized Ajaokuta. Is it working today? No. Go on the list. They privatized another man's political party. That one say no. Your job is done.
Let's take you to the FCT, where the minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, has slammed former Vice President Alhaji ATIKU Abubakar, saying 2027 presidency is not available, describing the former vice president as a serial failure. He specifically asked ATIKU to compare the FCT when he was in government to the FCT of today. Don't forget that Vice President ATIKU Abubakar actually started a tirade when he described the policies of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of creating hardship and pain on the average Nigerian. I mean, he made a statement in a recent development. In the meantime, Nyesom Wige has called on the national leadership of the PDP, led by Abdurrahman Mohammed, to work assiduously to reclaim defected members of the PDP so the PDP once again can become a major opposition force in the country. I guess you're wondering how that is possible when he himself, talking about Wike, is doing what they call agada politics, one leg in the APC and another leg in PDP. Anyway, let's move on and look at some other stories we'd like to share with you. In Benue State, a former legislator, Honorable Ucha, has declared his interest to contest in the governorship of Benue State come 2027, saying his motivation is because of the hardship and the state of insecurity in his state. When he becomes governor, he will do what is necessary to checkmate the insecurity situation in Benue State. Don't forget, just recently, about 14 students who were going for JAM exams were kidnapped in Benue State. And I recall vividly that there were concerns about adequate security provision for those who are going to write JAM in some of these flagship states or flashpoint states where insecurity is rife. Zamfara, Benue, Plateau, and what have you. And we expected that adequate security would have been provided. But unfortunately, 14 of those students were kidnapped by bandits and they are still being held.